The game of investing is a game of bets. Before you even click the buy button, there are four possible outcomes that could result from your stock pick. So when we make investing decisions, we believe that certain things are going to happen in the future that result in us making a return on our investment. Thinking about probabilities and understanding these outcomes have helped me in making my decisions. So what are the four possible outcomes in investing? 1, a big profit. 2, a big loss. 3, a small profit. And 4, a small loss. That's it. Those are the four outcomes that result from investing decisions. If we can avoid the outcome of big losses, we will most certainly do well in investing. We have to be prepared to lose money in investing, yet we have to do everything in our control to get outcome number 1, a big profit. Essentially, if you are interested in investing and not trading, which is buying and selling quickly, but rather picking businesses on fundamentals, then getting a big profit hinges on your ability to buy and hold. History and data tells us that we can increase our probability of a big profit if we hold for longer periods of time. So we reduce our risk of a big loss or a small loss if we are prepared to hold our investments for long periods of time. In the book Coffee Can Investing, the author demonstrates that the probability of generating positive returns goes up by about 70% if the time horizon increases to 1 year. This probability shoots up to 100% if the time horizon is increased to 10 years. This point proves that the patient, prudent investor can avoid a big loss or a small loss if only he is willing to wait. So why is this waiting period important? When we extend our time period of investing, we simply allow the power of compounding to work its magic. Albert Einstein, the world-famous scientist, once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it, earns it, and he who does not, pays it." What the power of compounding does is that over time, the stocks that give you a big profit, the winners, start dominating your portfolio, and the losing stocks eventually become inconsequential. So let's use the example of a hypothetical portfolio that consists of only 2 stocks. Stock A grows at 26% per annum and stock B declines at 26% per annum. In this chart, we track the progress of this portfolio over a 10-year period. Stock B declines to irrelevance while the entire portfolio starts to converge to the value of stock A. Overall, even though stock B declines by 26%, the overall returns of the portfolio end up being 17.6%. A phenomenal return when you consider that even when, in this example, there was a big loss, compounding compensated for it. This example clearly demonstrates how the power of compounding can be in your favor if only you're willing to be patient and give your portfolio sufficient time to grow. Of course, this is easier said than done. I hear it all the time. People invest in stocks or mutual funds, and after about 6 months or a year, they don't see much happening, so they exit their positions. But the real power comes from holding and the ability to see ups and downs and sit through the whole thing. So in order to give yourself the best chance of getting outcome 1, a big profit, versus the other 3 outcomes, I want to share 2 key mindsets from my experience and research that set you up for success. The first mindset is understanding that success or failure is not at the unit of an individual investment or an individual stock pick. When I buy one stock, I get stuck thinking sometimes I have to get this decision right. The analysis paralysis from this can make me feel stuck. You may have experienced this as well. But as I've illustrated, when we consider our success or failure, we need to measure at the level of our entire portfolio rather than our individual bets. And I'll be honest, this is a new learning for me. I've learned to think of investing as executing a strategy that's going to result in a series of bets that overall go well, rather than getting stuck on trying to get one decision right or fearing that one stock I pick may decline rapidly. The second mindset is understanding that risk is not in our stocks, but in ourselves. So if we are tempted to sell off quickly, then we exponentially create risk for ourselves. It really doesn't matter what you own or how well the market does. If your own behavior lets you down, then you're the only one that gets in the way of good investing. So in my opinion, understanding our own psychology and developing our own investing philosophy helps us to win big in this field. So I hope I've provided you with valuable insights on how to think about probabilities in investing. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel. It goes a long way in supporting my work. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.